Good evening, good evening, good evening, my peoples. And how's it going on this beautiful Sunday? How's it going? How's it going, guys? So, as you come in, please share the live. So, tonight, guys, we have another very interesting story. Very interesting story that we're bringing onto the stage. So as you come in, just get ready to share the live, guys. And this should be very informative, bringing awareness and spreading the word on subjects which is sensitive, but it is a must that some of us we are aware, we know about it, and don't ignore it. So, how's it going? Let me know. Ow. Hello, 33 Naughty. How's it going? Let me know if you guys can hear me too. My sister Trinina, good evening. Caroline, good evening, guys. How's it going? I miss you all week. And I know for some people that's been wondering where I've been, guys, y'all know last week is the week which we did a whole lot of work. We had to get books out, we had to do so much to close out. Thank you. Closing out the Sponsor a Child project. And we had a lot going on. Look forward to the upcoming upload all about closing out the Sponsor a Child project. So, guys, please share this live with others. And as this story goes on, I may have a visitor. I'm not really sure. But in the near future, once everything is taken care of, my hope and goal is to have this young man on the show as a guest, guys. So I'm gonna start the show on a positive note. To whom much is given, guys, much is required. Things happen according to his purpose, because you could not have told me years ago, back in 2019, when I was sitting where I was sitting, facing my deportation, which I assumed at the time was some of the worst things which could happen to me, that today God will use me to be a voice, to be an outlet, to be a reach out for many other families that is going through similar things. One of the things I will share is my return back to Haiti was not as tragic as many others. As we begin this story, you all know how things can be chaotic in our country. I research to find this new rule, this new law in Haiti, guys, and I have yet to be able to stumble up on it. So please share information as the live is continuing, whatever you may know. But it has been said that Henri Ariel wrote in, guys, that anyone that has been returned to Haiti will automatically be incarcerated. Now, why am I bringing this to my audience? Keep in mind, I want to say 100% of my audience is have a sensitive spot for Haiti, and either they follow because of my story, I inspire them, or they follow because there is something about Haiti that keeps them coming back. There's that root about Haiti, and a few of you guys even have children that will eventually face the same issues which I face, or already have children that is in Haiti that are going through similar situations. Well, I want to say yesterday, guys, I took the time out, and I said I was going to stay home, edit, do some work. But I also wanted to answer some emails, guys. And if I don't get in contact with you all in a timely manner, please excuse me. But one of my emails was one from one of my families that it was no doubt I had to answer, and answer it quickly. And the minute I answered it, that particular family, and I will conceal that the family identity, guys, up until this situation is resolved for security reasons. You all know how things can be in Haiti and in many other places where it is a very, very sensitive situation. Well, reading this, I was told that my brother was recently returned back to Haiti, and he was returned July the 18th. And from to bag up a little bit, she had just spoke to him on the 17th back at immigration. This story, guys, is out of Miami. So share this story because for the many Haitians who are in the States, especially the young youth Haitians, I hope this story would inspire you guys, and I hope it would inspire you to do the right thing before you get yourself in trouble. Guys, trouble is so easy to get into. But as you all know, and I am a witness in a face of that, very, very difficult to get out of. Well, as of the 17th, my sister says she spoke normally to her brother on the phone. Everything was good. He was in good spirit. By the time it was the 18th, the next phone call she got was that he was in Haiti. Now I'm going to take you all, slide you back a little bit, guys. In situations, we hope for the best, but I want to encourage you all, if you have an inkling possibility, an inkling thought that your family member is in a situation where they can be deported, hope for the best, but also prepare for the worst, guys, because immigration is such a sensitive situation. It is not a situation a lot of the times we could just say that we're going to 100% know the outcome. So when you have a family member, guys, that is facing deportation, that you know for a fact was not born on the soil of US, does not have a US citizenship, whenever immigration get intertwined, I encourage you guys to please look to somebody in Haiti. If it's me that you're going to get in contact with, please do not wait up until after they are in Haiti. Right when you know that the situation is happening, guys, start making way for a safe haven for your family member. Well, up on the 18th, we're going to name him JB. So this is the story of JB, guys, and the hope is that we bring awareness. And I ask that you please share this live. I know I share the live, and I'm not going to get off topic, okay? But anyone who may have any reach towards immigration, any one of you all with special positions that know somebody, guys, reach out. Many of the young men and women that are being returned to Haiti today are being incarcerated in inhumane situations, guys. Now we know that you already nous dit ou bat corps déjà, lè que ou entre dans ligne côté c'est déportation qui la donne. But guys, there are certain things that someone who has left Haiti at the age of 4, that can very well be a shock to them, especially coming from the United States. So this young man and many others, which he arrived in Haiti with, they were kept up at DCPG. And 2 weeks later, by the time I got the phone call and email, which was yesterday, when I went there to like bring food, to have a visit, he was transferred to the Haitian penitentiary. Okay. We know that the Haitian penitentiary, guys, is just not the most friendliest place, especially for somebody that don't know anything about Haiti. As of right now, I am being told that this is a legal move. I know from studying for months while sitting at immigration myself that under federal law that they could not incarcerate us upon arrival in Haiti, that we were free, especially from serving our time, and we were supposed to sign in, get fingerprinted do what we were supposed to do to make sure that the Haitian government was aware that we were in the country. But to be in prison, to be put in a situation, imagine that that person, his whole family is in America, don't know anything about the Haitian system, guys. If you all know anybody who is facing this type of situation, anybody, guys, I encourage you, number one, to not even get yourself into that type of situation. I encourage you guys, young men, young women that have traveled abroad to the US, which I kind of wish during my days that I had a YouTuber like myself that kept reminding me on the danger, because traveling young, you it's so easy to forget your status. It's so easy to be friends with the wrong people in America and to get yourself caught up in bad situations. Wow, y'all know this is a sensitive situation for me. I guess what's crazy is many Haitians, we have such good parents. And the thing is, when we make these bad decisions, like, it drives our parents even crazier. The people that love us, they suffer even more. When you think you have friends and you think you're cool, you think you're doing this, you think you're doing that. But in the end, I want you to know that those who suffer the most are generally the Haitian people that are not so cool, that we may think act like the sister that act like a white girl, the brother that act like a white boy, or the mom that just get on your nerves because she's always worried and in your business. But those are the people. But this is one of the reasons why I want to do a live about it. And I'll get into the audience in a little bit, guys. Is now it is as if it is a business, right? So you pay your time in the US and you end up being deported, and now your family have to already assist you in establishing your life in a new place, finding you a home. And a lot of the times people have to travel into Haiti from the US to get you stabilized, to find you a place to live, to do this, to do that, right? And now, wow, whew, y'all just behave, guys, okay? Because now they're turning it into a whole business. You have young men and young women that in the last month coming into Haiti was just being brought to my attention that they're having to pay $8,000 to $10,000 just to get themselves out of DCPG in Haitian prison. And I'm doing this live because I want you guys that are informed to please share information. And as I share this information, I want you guys to know that these people, like myself, had not ever even spent a day in Haiti. They did not commit a crime in Haiti. They were released from prison in America, okay? And this is their opportunity to at least rewrite their wrongs and have a second chance at life. Because they are returned, you have it now where the Haitian government says that they will automatically be incarcerated. Wow. Let me go into the audience, guys. My sister Trinina, thank you guys so much. Belle Cassimi, hello. How's it going? 33 Naughty says, I just retired from the Army after 21 years of active duty. Now I will start my new career as a CBP agent and hopefully get my first assignment in Florida. Okay, G-Man Low says hello, hello. My sister Kay says happy Sunday, everyone. Like, love the live, share with others, and of course, subscribe to this channel. I want to welcome each and every one of my new subscribers. Thank you guys so very much, and continue to share this channel. And definitely today's live, let's continue to share it with others, guys, to bring awareness to this situation. It is definitely inhumane. When we're speaking about the story of JB, he is a young man that left Haiti at the age of 4, maybe 5 years old. He has family in Haiti, like myself. Many of us have family, but when you say family and you are not able to even identify yourself, you don't know who your family is. These are not people that you have a relationship with. It definitely is a new beginning for him. And I went there to visit myself, and I actually took some footages, but the guys were complaining, and the officer had me give him my phone, and he erased those footages. But one of the things that I want to say for the Haitian youth is, I look back on my life today, and coming back to Haiti, it's like I make it my business, guys, to always do the right thing, to live as far as being a part of my community, to thank God that I am still alive. Because anybody that's in Haiti, and I know that for the many people that were born and raised in Haiti, I don't know why you would want to subject yourself to that type of treatment, or subject yourself to having to live in those conditions. It is conditions where, imagine that young man not having family in Haiti, and the Haitian government just incarcerating him upon arrival in Haiti. Now, they do not feed them there. You have to be brought food, you have to be brought clothes, you have to be brought this and that. So just be very careful, guys, all the way from the United States, especially my young Haitians that I hear that's in Florida, definitely in Texas, states that are tough on immigration laws, guys. Be very mindful. And I know a lot of you guys are thinking, well, maybe it is because of whatever the person offense is, right? The I know when I was returned, it didn't matter what the guys or women were here for. We were not kept. We were not put in prison and sent to penitentiary. It's like, God, if you don't get out of that situation a different person, I just don't know what it'll take to get out of that situation. So if you guys know anything, share information, share the live, guys. Let it be known that young men and women, and remind you, with today's day and age, not everyone, guys, have committed a horrible offense. Like, a lot of people in Haiti associate people that are returned are just terrible, bad people. That is not the case. You have people that are being returned because they either crossed over illegally. Whatever the situation is, somebody needs to say a word for the people, the young men and women in Haiti that are coming into this country at this time, because to be subjected to this type of inhumane act, without, it should be saved and reserved definitely for those that deserve it, that have committed a crime within the soul of Haiti. Mr. Jackson says, hello, Life in Haiti family, and Marie and everyone else in the chat. Hello, Mr. Jackson. How's it going? Nad P.S. and Miss Marie, you are a blessing. Thank you so much. You got this, my sister. Thank you. Be strong, love. God be with you, my sister. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Learning the system now will be greater later. Very true, Mr. Jackson. I have these type of live guys to continue to be that link, so that a lot of the times we don't care about a situation because it hasn't hit home. But since the day I know, since I begun being a YouTuber, that is why I started the live with "To whom much is given, much is required." Because in many ways, I just never thought being a YouTuber that, oh, wow, not just being a YouTuber, but coming into Haiti in my situation, um, where you have it even still to today, people want you to hide who you are. But let's just say this world belongs to the evil, but God takes care and protect its people. So I feel like since the day I stepped foot in Haiti, God have ordered my steps. He has done so much with me, and have put me in a position to be able to assist others. So a lot of the times, guys, we have to learn from other people's mistakes. If you have somebody who could possibly be deported back to Haiti, if they do not have anybody, if you do not have anybody, please do not wait until they have been incarcerated for weeks to get in contact with Life in Haiti. Please do so as soon as possible. Carlene says it is a business. Once you pay the Haitian government, they release them from the Haitian prisons. However, the payment which they are asking for, guys, is not light. So that's why I say for you guys who are in the States, the way that things are turning, be very, very careful. Because imagine when you get to Haiti now, and you thinking you're finally free, and you and your family, maybe that 5,000 is what they're going to give you for you to rent you a place, for you to get your life together, for you to do this, do that. Then you find out you have to use that money to pay for an attorney. And you guys know there's certain systems in Haiti. We could never really verify those systems to get to the bottom of how things are charged or where the money is going. As of right now, this young man, at least three, we are on the third attorney, because each attorney have taken whatever that they can from different members of the family. So just keep this last attorney lifted up in prayer too for us, so that we can get him released into society, guys, because people deserve a second chance. 33 Naughty says, Marie, it's not a Haiti thing. Other countries, they will incarcerate deportees upon arriving in the country due to deportation. Wow. Mabel is here. Alrighty. Mabel, if you would like to join, you can join through the StreamYard link. The StreamYard link. And you can join through the StreamYard link, and you could share more. Watching from Trinidad and Tobago, Pure Adventure. Hello. Welcome, Trinidad. How's it going? Stallion says, wow, I did not get any notice. How's it going? Welcome. Mr. Jackson. You've carried 10 people, 10 people. Thank you so very much, Mr. Jackson, for your continuous love and definite support of Life in Haiti. Thank you. Kay Miller says, share the live, tell it to the world. Let one and all know that LIH with Marie is very much alive. Subscribe and become a new subscriber. And don't forget, guys, to check out my brother Jorge channel, My Journey with Mom. Life in Haiti, we are on a mission with assisting My Journey with Mom channel to get into 1K subs. So if you are watching, I have 65 watching. Kindly, guys, check out My Journey with Mom channel, and please subscribe to my brother's channel. Francis Simon says, good night, good evening. My sister, how are you? Life is not easy, especially when you are treated like an outcast. Not nice at all. Very, very true. But in Haiti, you have to, in many ways, you have to be the one to feed yourself positivity. You have to be the one keeping yourself strong and staying focused, guys. Staying focused. Life in Haiti, family, let's help this sister try to help change this system. When we view her story, this could have happened to her, definitely. And this is what really made me say, yes, I will assist. I will take out the time to assist. I recall the first day of being in Haiti, how lonely it felt coming into this country, knowing I had crossed over and left all my family and loved ones back in Houston, Texas. And I was facing this journey all by myself. It was going to be scary regardless. But it was even scarier facing it by myself in Haiti. And I remember being there for hours before someone actually came for me. And the DCPJ guys were like telling me to come in. And when somebody would try to assist, them knowing I did not know what was going on, their way of protecting me was by shoving me back there with them. And just it felt so horrible. And my fear was, in a way, having something like that happen to me. It would have been just so crazy. um 33 Naughty says, Marie, the people that cross and enter the United States illegally are classified differently than a criminal, and are not considered deportees, even though they are deportees. Wow. Okay. Sunfire says, God bless you. Thank you so much. Pure Adventure says, we love you over here in Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you so very much, Pure Adventure. Send my love too to Trinidad. We need to fight and do something about the Haitian government. Wow. It's been CC Ellis Scott says, hi again, Life in Haiti family and my sister Marie. It's been a while since I caught you live, sis. It's CC from Prayer Group. Love you, sis. Keep doing God's work. Love you too, my sister. And thank you so very much for joining me live tonight. Thank you. Um, so I'm about to, hello. How's it going? Can you hear me? Your phone is muted.
Marie, are you there? I'm here.
Yes, I'm here and we are live as we speak.
Hi,
How's
Miss
it
Marie. How are
going?
you? It's
I,
going. It's
I,
going.
I'm doing good. So guys, we have Miss Mabby on, who is JB's sister. Can you tell us a little bit of the process just to get some people up to date on, what do you know and what has been going on?
Yeah, first of all, Marie, let me just start by saying thank you. Thank you for everything that you've been doing. Thank you for bringing the awareness in the community. And also, like, you just taking the time to care for me. You don't even know me, and I called, and then you were right there. You just got in your car and you went to the prison, tried to intervene, got information, got me connected with my brother. I heard his voice. So I cannot thank you enough for that, because I didn't know who else to turn to. That came out of nowhere. Like, we were not expecting this to happen. That's not what we thought was going to happen. I spoke with my brother on Sunday. He was in Haiti the next day without any knowledge, anything. And he had court proceedings in the US. So he was still going to court. And then, and then he got deported. So that was not, we did not know that. Like, we didn't know, like, to do anything beforehand. to get ready for that because we know that we had court proceedings here in the US.
And what happened at court in the US? Because people need to understand this, because a lot of the times we're thinking, well, the courts should give us an opportunity to be able to get our cases heard thoroughly. And guys, I want to share that I specifically asked Miss Mabby not to show her face until we can get this case resolved, and then I will openly share more and more with you guys about the situation, guys. So you not seeing her face, it is because I asked for her not to show her face, and I would not release the identity of the young man who we're talking about, because the truth is she reached out to me about her brother, but when I arrived there, it's like a whole bunch of them that this has happened to. So may I ask, while he was going through the court system, what was being said, at least at the court date for deportation?
Okay, so first of all, he was set to be released back in November of 2021. That's when his term was sentence was expired. So to us, my brother's coming home. But apparently that was not the case because instead of getting released, he went to ICE. So that's when I started thinking, we have something going on. There's a problem here. Why is he with ICE? Because everybody's here, Marie, mom, dad, everybody. We are all U.S. citizens. So why is this happening? Like Gene, when my parents became citizen, you know he was underage. So, and I'm just like, I'm beside myself, with the thought of him going to ICE. And he said that they transported him to Texas, so he was in a prison where he was with other people that were being detained to go back to Haiti. And then that's when the family, we got together, we retained an attorney. But, when the case went to court, it was, we had to write letters. We had to talk about, you know, the family, what we're doing here, what people are doing. And talk a little bit about my brother, how it came about for him to get to the place that he was in. So basically, the other thing too is like, is there anybody in Haiti? Is there a house in Haiti? Is anybody waiting there for him? And nobody's there. Nobody's there, Marie. We all here in the US. So we did all of that. We got the attorney, and then, we had the first day in court. I wasn't there. I couldn't say what took place in there because I was not present. I currently live in a different state than my brother, and the case was not held in Florida. It was in Texas, with ICE. So I wasn't there. I don't know exactly what took place, but I know that the attorney shared information about, okay, we had our first day in court, and then they thinking about, deportation because of the crime. And so basically, and then afterwards he had another day in court. So during this whole time we're thinking, okay, we're in court, they can't do anything. However, it's not the case because my brother right now as we speak, he's in Haiti right now. So we we had we had no idea, no information. I don't think the attorney had any information about that because we had to call the attorney to tell the attorney that he was deported. So no one knew what was going on, what the plans were, and what happened, really. But it's just that people need to hear this. And I thank you so very much for bringing this up so that people can be more aware of what's going on in Haiti. He served his time here. He, he completed his sentence in full. So he did not commit a crime in Haiti. My brother left Haiti. He was barely 4 years old when he came to the US. He doesn't have any ties. He doesn't have anybody there. So it's really crucial what is going on. And now for him to be transferred to the mainstream prison in Haiti, and we know this is awful, like it's inhumane, um, and we're not there. We're not there. So to be of service, we have thank God we have some people there that are really helping us that are there, and I thank God for these people that are stepping in, bringing them food and stuff like that. But this is beyond me, my thought process and everything that's going on, and just it's like it's a whole shift for me. My life has really changed over the past 2 weeks.
Wow. Maxine asked, was he a naturalized citizen or green card holder?
He was under his parents because he was a youth.
Hmm. So was he just a green card holder, or did he become a U.S. citizen under his parents?
Under his parents.
How old was he when his parents became a U.S. citizen?
He was under 15.
And are you sure about this?
Sure, of course, I'm sure. I'm the oldest.
Wow. So, guys, with immigration situations, we think certain things cannot be done, right? But this is to bring awareness and prevention for others. Because I know somebody that is watching either knows somebody that's going down the wrong path or knows somebody that is already in the wrong path. Be thankful that you have people like myself today that you are able to learn from us. From the sound of it is, even if you have your citizenship under a parent, maybe under certain conditions, it can be taken away from you. Let me ask you, Mabby, have you been able to contact the attorney that's in the States about the situation that's going on today?
So, from what I understand, I did not speak with the attorney directly because he had one contact person, and that's my other sister, not me. So, from what he said he's still gonna go with the proceedings because it's not done in court. So, it's gonna go through the proceedings, and then we know, as we all know, like he can go with the proceedings, but I don't think there's any other way that I don't think my brother will ever come back here again. So he's gonna continue the proceedings. I don't know where that's gonna I don't know what's gonna come out of that. I really don't know. But that's what he said. He said he's not done fighting. He's gonna continue to fight. So that's what he said.
Have you mentioned maybe him making a phone call to Haitian officials to have someone look into the situation as to why he is incarcerated in Haiti?
Well, I definitely can do that, but I don't think he have authority over, because they have criteria. So I don't think he has any authority, like as far as to reach out to the Haitian government. But I can definitely discuss this and see what can be done around, with that said.
Wow. Jesus.
It's
Um, 33 Naughty says the parents supposed to have the child names added to their citizenship applications. And upon completion of the citizenship process, the children will be U.S. citizens and can get a U.S. passport. Did he at any point, Mabby, have a U.S. passport?
I don't know because I left home. I'm the oldest. I left home, got married early, so I don't really know if that was the point, but I don't know. Like my father right now is trying to gather information, trying to get information from my dad to see what he can dig up. But I don't have that. I don't know. I don't know if
Okay.
he ever got that because sometimes people do it. They get the certificate. They never go get the passport. So that's the other thing too.
Hmm. Um, 33 Naughty says another big mistakes lots of parents made when it comes to underage children of U.S. citizens. They never go through with the proper process. It is not an automatic process.
Mhm.
Are you aware of what that process is? Let me ask, are you a U.S. citizen? Were you born in Haiti yourself? Well, your kids wouldn't have to
I
go through
was
that
born in
because,
Haiti myself, and I am a U.S. citizen.
yeah, I was going to say, but your
My
children
kids
will
were
be
born on
born.
U.S. soil, so
So it'll be different.
yeah,
Maxine says
very
something
different.
is,
Yeah, when you're born here.
yeah, is not right here. Was he truly officially naturalized or was it assumed? Wow.
That
Under
was
50.
something at the beginning.
Mhm.
At the
Um,
beginning of the case um when he originally got arrested, that was something that his attorney brought to court. That was something that they were looking for to make sure, so he would do his sentence here and not go to Haiti. And that was way back 18 years ago. That was established.
mhm. Wow. Mr. Wilson says, hello, Mr. Wilson Jean, under 15 years old, and he is by law a U.S. citizen. But unfortunately, he may not have applied for a certificate. Blind Haiti says, yes, I was in Haiti earlier this year too. Raphael Ligonde says, I did not know living in the US was so fragile until I start to watch her channel. I'll tell
Mhm.
you what, it is an opportunity, guys, to live in the US. Regardless of all of the US flaws, be thankful that you are living in a country that have a level of law and order. For those that were born outside of the US, be sure, guys, that you do what you can to stay out of trouble. Learn from others because at times you do not need to go and touch the stove to see that it burns. If you saw me go up there and came back with nubs, you know that if you go up there and you do the same thing, exactly what can and what will happen to you. So living in the US, my dad would always say the USA is the land of the free, the land of
Mhm.
freedom, the land of this, but it comes with a price,
until
guys.
until something goes wrong, yes, and then
It,
it
it comes
turns
with a
around.
price. And when you're young, you have foreign parents and they're at work and you're not listening to them. And believe me, those quick decisions that you make that you think cannot affect you can have a very, very big effect on your future, your livelihood. It can basically change your life.
Yes. So
Blind
Marie,
Hades, yes.
eske te pou mwen moun yo pale kreol osi, ba vre? Moun yo pale kreol, moun yo kap suiv show
Ba gen tout, men gen pe moun yo, yo kompren kreol la, ma tradi pou.
yo kompren ni. Tan pou si ke bon moun kap tande la, petet gen dwa ki pa pale angle, ki yon paran. So li realman important, kom si pou nou pale avek ti moun yo, paske tan pou mwen mwen travay, mwen fèm travay avek ti moun, travay nan bagay l'Etat, mwen apil, kom si chak jou mwen ke kominote Haitien ap entre nan tou pi plus, kom si gen yon travay ki pa fet nan kominote nou, et spesyalman avek ti moun ki sot Haiti yo.
Hmm.
Parfwa gen yon ti moun ki sot Haiti ki vin bo isi an, pi kan i paret apre 2-3 an, ti moun nan totalman vin pi mal kan pou te ka dou pason ti moun ki fet bo isi an. Ti
Bon,
moun
moun
yo
sos
realman,
tradi pou.
you
So,
have a charger. Charger.
her message is to the Haitian community, guys. She works in the system of, I think, child care system. Am I correct?
Yeah.
And
Thank
she's seeing that a lot of the youths, which is traveling into the U.S. from Haiti, have been getting into a lot of trouble. Continue, my sister.
Oui, tant pou gon éducation qui pas faite, faut que le fait. Tant pou parents, faut prêter plus attention avec ti moun yo. Parce que moi si
There
frère
is
nan,
an education that we're not given. There is an awareness that we're not given to the children that are coming from Haiti to the United States.
yes. And si que frère nan ti tande, peut-être jodi a la, nou pa tap la, kote nou ye a la, kompran? Et
That
puis son
maybe if
bagay,
my brother would have heard it, maybe today we would not be sitting here.
kompran, tan pou, mwen mwen se grande sœur li, mwen gen 5 ans plus li, ben mwen fè tout sa, mwen te kapab, tout effort, mwen te kapab, ou kompran? Men
Myself, I
malheureusement,
am the oldest sister, and I have done all that I can.
malheureusement, gade kote liye, epi se ke m raprache, kom si kom si m senti ke, m pa senti ke m gen an dan, kom si m telman senti m krasi, m kompran, m te gen COVID, kom si m te senti COVID la te fatige bagay, sa pi mal, kom si ou senti son moun ki, you know, like, yanked everything outside, one from your body. So, kom si ou pa gen, feeling kom si pa maman pitit la, se ti frem ni, men kom si son ti frem ke mwen konen ke ki rehabilitated. Ou kompran, e pa paske se frem ni, but mwen senti ke apri tan sal fè nan prison an, mwen wè yon chanjman la kay li. Ou kompran, men koun ya la, pou nou pran ni, ou kompran, moun nan pa ka itilize telefon, e pa tak moun nan prison bo isi, a moun nan gen se de luxury, yo pa gen luxury sa yo an Haiti. Kote ke moun nan pa kapab konekte avek famin, pou se avokat pou rele, yon paket moun, men tan pou Murray te di deja, getan sou 3 avokat, nou getan sou 3e avokat la. Kompran? Son kesyon de l'ajan, sa son business liye. We need to say something. We need to stop this because this is not right. Sa fè a pa bon, mes amis. Faut nous relamrer. Parce que tout le monde a un petit qui tombe dans le problème. Mais ça va veut dire pas petit encore. Tout le monde a un frère tomber dans le problème. Ça va veut dire pas un frère encore. On va passer parfois, il y a des gens faut que les font bagay pour venir apprendre. Mais mes amis, ils pas font rien en Haïti. Ils pas font crime en Haïti. Problème dans là. Puis ça, l'obliger à aller dans pénitencier national, mes amis. Je regarde bagay ça dans la télévision. Chaque coup, je pense à bagay ça. Je me sens fou. Et Marie, vous tendez dans le téléphone, par contre, like hier, pas qu'on a qui j'aime faire là, toujours aujourd'hui là, parce que hier was a hard and good day, parce que hier, Marie fait me tendre voix frère, pour dire, me connaît que le pas mourir, me connaît là, parce qu'en Haïti, ou pas jamais connaît tout au pas de voix mon nan, ou pas qu'on style là, vraiment, ou comprenez ça, tout c'est moun kap di ou, parfois moun n'a pas vle di ou comprenez, on n'a pas vle bon qualité chaque ça, et puis là, oui, on a ok, on a ri, vous comprenez? Les amis, réellement, relais sous tête, non, mes amis. Comme si, suivez ti moun yo, mes amis. Suivez ti moun yo, là, ou vin dans tribunal là, le plus souvent parents au travail, matin, midi et soir. Ti moun yo, grand moun tête yo, entre yo sorti là, ou vle parents ou pas, chom connaît, mais qui ça ti moun yo ye? C'est même genre de ti moun ça, ou femme nan te, ça ti moun ça, ou m'a travail. Ou kompren, map gade paran ki vini pou diap, ki pa konan yen, ki pa pale anglais, ki pa konan yen kap pase. Peut-être se ti moun nan kwa kap tradwi pou paran, sa se pi gwo lot problem nan kon. Ti moun nan di paran sa vle di la, paran pa jam konen son problem nan vreman. Ou kompren? Mes ami, e Murray, pa kon ki sa mde ka di de ou ankon. Si yon moun pa suivo, sa se problem pal. E pa tout moun kap nan problem mwenye la. E pa tout moun kap gen fami yot nan problem. Moi-même avec famille nous là mais ou ka konon moun ou ka tande yon moun ou capable l'église à bon monde parce que nous même haïtiens problème non nous tellement parler moun mal moun pas ka di nous problème ni moun pas ka di nous business li parce que n'a prend nous faire ti pile gros pile avec nous parce que pour essayer aider moun nan tout le monde obligé peur depuis ça haïtien tout le monde peur l'autre parce que nous connaissons we very nous critiquons en pile nous sommes peuple qui critiquer plus que nous fait. Vous comprenez? Nous par contre qui sont comme des cadeaux. On n'y parle avec, on lever même côté ou faire des démarches. Et ou dit ma belle papa ou pas doué rien pas payer ou pas doué m'a fait service. Mon Dieu béni. Et bon Dieu toujours continuer de nous, c'est pas. Okay. God will continue to bless you. Okay. And I will pray for your blessing every day. Okay.
Thank you.
Merci en
You
pile,
know,
Marie. Thank you so much for everything.
merci. And moi toujours dit qu'il y a parfois des chemins bon Dieu voye nous, c'est pour nous apprendre. There are certain roads that God sends us through. It is for us to learn. Mais un gros bagay ou dit que dans la communauté nous plus critiquer moun que nous lever moun. Nous plus supporter une ak l'autre. Nous plus pas vle supporter une ak l'autre. Là que ou gen peine, nous gon malheur vrai, ou peur pour dire un l'autre. Parce que moun nan li pi prêt pour garder ou tant pour le pi bon, tant pour c'est mal. Ça son bagay c'est pour nous suspendre à faire, guys. Pas gen moun sous la terre qui ka di nous pas besoin une ak l'autre. Not one of us, guys, can say that we don't need one another. Let's be supportive of each other in our community. Let's talk about sensitive situations in our community. And for those of us that have been in the US longer than the new ones that have just arrived in the US with children, give them a hand. I know how fast life is in the US, and at times it's difficult for you to take off work to actually be there to assist a church member. I know I grew up in the Haitian community. Even if it is maybe one day out of a month that you can give, that's worth way more than money to translate for that family to find out what's going on with that child. Your child, once you have that child, I know my mom, if she's watching, she's been through so much with us, dad too. And regardless of what it is, they will not give up on us. Guys, it takes a community, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village when you transition. I know how lonely at times I feel not having that community of people to actually wake up to sometimes in Haiti, but you all know and have the ability to form a solid community within the US. Talk to these kids, help and assist these families because life in Haiti, guys, it is not easy. I make it look easy, but believe me, it takes a lot of strength to keep on smiling and keep pushing living in Haiti,
You're right,
guys.
sister, about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My brother Anderson says the complicity of Haitian government from receiving money for each deportee is
So,
unbelievable.
papa yo, surtout papa yo. Papa ki gen jen garçon kap.
Hmm. I'm
Oui,
listening, my sister.
c'est son business yo fè avec ça. Fait 18 ans prison, ou bien fait 20 ans prison, gen doit c'est pas JB, gen doit gon l'autre JB derrière. Ou comment on veut dire, on nous sauver l'autre
Mhm.
JB au cap venir derrière yo. On nous font gens mettre tête nous ensemble solidarité parce que là nous avons problème nous pas carré long matin deal parce que ma tête n'a pas parler normal c'est une comme si système moi même première fois moi ça nous même là nous avons problème là qu'on monde gain problème tant qu'on même long haïtien gain problème prend petit tout on là ka on prend petit tout parce que ou fait ti moun abus gon ba qui fait na ka ou pas bon on prend ti moun c'est seul peuple ou tande ou demander moun est-ce pas bon seul ka mettre ti moun la ka on seul pour jusqu'à cette investigation finie ti moun ka retourner la ka li dou non m'pa vle sem kon problème moi m'pa vle frère kon problème moi c'est ça haïtien toute l'autre nation l'autre nationalité yo do ke relé sem relé frère relé maman relé papa haïtien pas quitter pièce moun dans famille connaît yo tombé dans problème yo tombé dans chose parce que moun n'a pas tellement parler le mal pour longer doit être sous lit pour le critiquer l'obliger à cacher toute bagaille l'obliger à serrer toute bagaille qui pas fait sens faut nous sortir dans ça nous mes amis Faut nous créer une solidarité, tant que ça Murray a fait là. Pour nous embrasser, pour nous faire ça, nous capables pour nous aider, même si nous pas gain gros, nous gain petit, n'importe gens lié à, parce qu'on pas jamais connaît, il pas besoin petit tout. Gen droit c'est son cousin, gen droit c'est son petit frère, gen droit c'est son nièce, il pas besoin on monde qui close avec même, comme si son famille quand même, famille c'est famille. On nous fait plus, on nous gagne solidarité là quand nous mes amis.
Amen, my sister. Amen.
Merci.
Hmm. It says Cash Post says if he never went through the citizenship process, even if he was a minor under his parents, if he never did the process, immigration will not consider him as a citizen. 33 Naughty says, Marie, you see that's mistake number one. How did she become a U.S. citizen? Was it through her parents? I am assuming you became a U.S. citizen on your own. Am I correct?
Yes, you are.
Mm-hmm. Blind Haiti says, I am a lawyer, but not involved in immigration. I've been trying to help a friend in Haiti pro bono get a H-2A farm worker visa, and it's been a difficult process. Yeah, I believe that. Carlene says, all I know is the only way he's going to get out is to give the Haitian government money. Be careful with Haiti lawyers. Yeah. But do is this a legal process? Is this something that is
Yeah, but
legally supposed to happen? Form N-600 application for certificate of citizenship today costs $1,170. Back then, I'm pretty sure it was not that expensive. USA is a landmine. Wow. I may not be able to get to everybody's comments. I'll get everybody a chance, those who I have not given a chance to. Beta Drift says parents of green card holders, especially at risk youth, need to do a better job of talking to their children about their status. Otherwise, the consequences can be damaging. Praying for this young man. Thank you so much, Beta Draft. Thank you, Drift. Thank you. And guys, please share the live. If you've yet to give this live a like, please give this live a like. Tell somebody about this live as we approach this hour. Believe me, this is a subject that even if it doesn't apply to you, may apply to someone within the community. Please share it, especially my Haitians that's up in Miami. Don't lose yourself. I've been there, done that. I was raised right in the same environment, right in Houston, Texas. A lot of the time, your peers will never get punished as much as you would. There are certain decisions which I made in the streets of Houston, Texas, that until the day that I leave this earth, I will somehow always carry the consequences of those decisions. It's not to say that it's bad, but could my life have been different? Could could I be at home being a mom right now to my two children without being distance apart? So there are things, guys, please be considerate before making certain decisions. And I'm going to tell you something. Sometime you might be watching Marie, she getting old. She don't really know what she talking about. I'm not really feeling Marie right now because I'm doing me. I'm having the time of my life. But believe me, young man, young woman, I was once in those shoes, in those thoughts. And one of the things I've learned in life is what make you laugh can and will make you cry. So be very, very considerate about the things which you take lightly. Listen to sound advice. Maxine says, I do believe that his status was an issue 18 years ago when the lawyer asked, and it was assumed and that is why he was deported. Wow. Oh, hello, my sister Arlene. How's it going? Fona Daniel says, yo pas tande se konsekans la sa. Hmm. C'est vrai, oui, c'est pour nous tendre, c'est pour nous tendre. Stagum says, when individuals come from any country in the world to the US, aka the Matrix, there should be some organizations that represent those individuals from the country of origin about what can get you, what can happen to you, what the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because when you start hanging out with just the average American, they may not even know anything about immigration. So it is not as if they don't want to share it. They're just living life. So it's not something that, and you will find a few of them to be like, girl, you need to chill because they deporting people. But for the most part, that is not on their forefront, because no matter what happens to them, they will return and go right back home. Marie, mwen se Haitien, mwen gen 31 ane os Etats-Unis e mwen kompren sa zanmi an ap. I am now a Custom and Border Patrol agent. I have some understanding of the United States federal law. So since you have some understanding of the US federal law, is it legal for them to be incarcerated? Because this did not happen to us. So please give this live a like, guys. Give this live a like. When it comes to immigration laws, dizan mi an tout bagay ap ok, rete positive. Amen.
Yes, Marie. Toujours comme si ça pour nous comprendre, comme si problème nan pou n'y a la, ta kou tout l'autre bagay, immigration bagay sa yo, that will be. It's just that pour prison en Haïti, like qui loi, comme si parce que tout le monde est déporté moun al dans tout pays. Le moun nan rive nan pays, yo process moun nan for you do the processing. So they go through that pour kon moun nan nan pays, of course they know what they did. Mais après ça yo lage moun nan. Moun nan pa al servi yon sentence ankon nan peyi ya. Vous comprenez? Parce que travail et avec ti moun, travail avec grand moun, so gen moun qui déporté tout le temps. Vous comprenez? Tant comme gen ti moun qui sont en Afrique, qui vin boy ici depuis à 2 ans. Gen la de ti moun sa ou pas même connaît si yo pas américain. Gen ti moun yo pas connaît. You just connaît que they live in their life. You know, it's a free country. They do what they want. They do as they please. They don't understand the consequences that come down to those actions, you know. And then you know what? Yes, you can get deported. They're like, what do you mean? I was born here. I don't speak any other language. I'm like, they don't care. When they send you back home, they don't care about that. They don't care you don't speak your language. You know, that's not the point. It's just when you go back home, the treatment back home, how you gonna do a sentence again when you get home after you finish your sentence here. He wasn't deported after he was, after his hearing, like after the trial, he was not deported. They kept him here. And then he did his time here. And then they sent him back to Haiti. So there's like, he did not commit a crime in Haiti. He did not commit a crime in Haiti. And that's the real issue that we're talking about. In Haiti, what they're doing in Haiti. What can we do about that? How can we advocate? Because we're talking about people. They're still, even though they made a mistake, they went to prison, we know what we're talking about. It's very sensitive. Vous comprenez? But still, c'est moun yo ye tout. Vous comprenez? Moun nan fait bagay la payer pour ça le faire, li prend prison, ou di still moun. It's still frem niye. Even though I'm pas content ça le faire, I'm not happy about it, but c'est still frem niye. Baka la gueule pour compte li. Vous comprenez? Pas qu'à camper à regarder ça comme ça. I have to do what I can to help him out.
Mabdou bagay, chaque moun mérite un bon grain de sel. Ba konen si ti sem nan live lap gade, men c'est un pi gros bénédiction bon Dieu te ban moi tout, li te ban mon bel bon grain de sel qui fait que tout proses mwen te un ti jan pi leje. So, pou nou menm tou ki gen ti moun, nou zami, ou nyes ou neve, ki ap travese mouman sa, pa la gel. Se nan, la moun nan bezwen support, la moun nan bezwen love, ou la moun nan pral we vreman ke moun ke li frape plis yo. Paske nan pale ave nou, li fem chagrin, paske map chanje ke kote mene maman me papa. Pot mal fè rentre la dan yo ke m konen an nou di po diya gran moun sa yo, haisyen sa yo, si se pat pitit fis sa ki ta pou mene yo nan cheme sa, bon Dieu pat ka mene yo nan cheme sa paske moun sa yo telman fè respect yo pat ap jam entre nan dosye kon sa, men un gros bagay sem. Et me dit bon Dieu merci chaque jour qui fait me prendre tête moi chaque jour que parents pas jam la game et même l'aime arrivé à Haïti yo pas jam la game. So dans sens ça chaque jour moi toujours kembe yo nan devant tête moi pour moi dire comme ça que moi vivre la vie pour yo. M'pas gen regret dans la vie. Mais seul bagay m'ka di même moi regret c'est que m'attendais parents les que yo tap di des séries de bagay. So I don't have no regrets in my life, guys. But one of the things that I live with is the fact that I did not listen to my parents when they were sharing certain things with me. And I don't know. See, when you're young, you view your parents sometimes as the enemy, but they're not the enemy because, Wozen, thank you for joining.
Yeah,
So
courage, Marie.
tonight is about sharing somebody else's pain. Even though this situation may not be a sensitive situation for others, but it is a situation that I will always hold dear in my heart because I've been through it. So when you've been through something, it's so easy. It's much easier to show
to understand it. Yeah,
to
you're able to
understand
recognize truths.
somebody. And a lot of the times, people assume because you've been incarcerated that you are a bad person. But I always knew I wasn't a bad person. But it was there at my lowest that God blessed me to stand up my highest. So to whom much is given, much is required. Because today,
Marie, breathe. Don't cry. It won't make me cry.
I'm about to get off live. Look at all God has been able to use me to do.
Yes, exactly, Marie. I think you exactly where you were supposed to be. That's how, God wanted
I
to
just hope
use
he
you.
learned his lesson.
Yes. And then you're doing great. You're doing good with what you have and all of the stuff that you do for people. You're giving back. You're giving back way more, and be courageous and have strength. I know you're a very positive person and you've been lifting me up since yesterday because I'm just sitting in my bedroom. I'm sitting. I cannot even sit on my bed. I cannot lay down. I'm just sitting looking at the window. I'm like, what do I do now, knowing that my brother is at that prison that I watch on television to see people walking around butt naked because they don't have anybody to bring him any clothes. So, and people cannot even just get up and go to Haiti. It's not like you can just get up or catch, I'm on a plane, I'm gonna go see my brother. It's not like he was in Texas, I can get on a plane and go visit. It's not like he's in Florida, I just get on a plane and go visit. It's not that, guys. It's more than that. It's more than that. And my brother telling me, oh, I'd rather die, just hearing that. So that's all that's going through my mind. My brother's just gonna kill himself. And that's what's
No,
killing
he's
me.
not. In Jesus' name, that's not gonna happen. One of the things I tell everybody, And even within the dip community, is attitude is everything. What was intended to break me probably did have me broken for about 48 hours. But I encourage each and every one that did get themselves, that crossed those lines, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. But attitude is everything, guys, no matter what you face. When life throws lemon, make lemonade with it.
Yes.
Never give up, no matter what it is. Look forward to another day. Lean on God, guys. So when you are at your worst, when you are there and you're walking and maybe around these strange guys and you're butt naked, wherever you at, either if it's a Haitian prison or a prison in Texas, one of the things that coming out of a Haitian household that I never let go of was prayer. I remember my mom singing her Haitian songs. And when I got to my saddest, I would even just hum if I forgot the words because I knew that my mom couldn't hear me, my dad couldn't hear me, but God could. And when
Mhm.
I started talking to God, He gave me peace. So a lot of the times, God puts us in places to have that connection with Him so that you can hear Him and you can build a relationship with Him. So if anybody that is watching that either have a son or daughter that is incarcerated, one of the things you write and you tell them is attitude is everything. It doesn't matter what happens to me, whether I'm out on a project, whether if it's something that people are just whatever it is, I always ask God to grant me the strength and the courage to face everything with a positive attitude, guys. So, whatever you facing, whatever it is that you are going through, know that attitude definitely is everything, guys. So it's not what happens to us, it's how we receive the things which happens to us. So, you know, um, I encourage your brother to stay positive. One of the things that should help him to stay positive is that he now know that even though he taught, he was in Haiti alone. That's why I started this with to whom much is given, much is required, because God already sent me ahead for young men and young women like him coming into Haiti, for families like my mother and father. Now, then you would have told me in 219, Maria, I'm gonna send you ahead so you can prepare. And I'll be like, what?
Not me.
Girl, you out your mind. You better get me out of this line.
Mhm.
But sometimes, God, when we are facing something, we don't understand it. It's when you get out of it and you look back, you like, wow, okay, God, I get it now. I get it. So,
And Marie, when you connected me today with my brother, you heard how he was speaking. Like he has more strength than me, and he's there, and you heard him, and it's like this boy is so positive. Like he's giving me courage. Like he's able to laugh. Like, hey, what's up, sis? Like, hey, what's going on? And then you were able to, you know, to observe that, and that was like, and I'm like, that's him. When I'm dying, I'm crying. I'm just like, oh my God. And he's always the one calling me, sis, you need to cheer up. Sis, no, we're not crying for two. He's cheering me up. He's the one calling me, cheering me up. So that's the type of brother that he is, no matter what, besides whatever it is that he did. But he's that type of brother. He's a very positive person, always thinking about the good, and which is very beautiful, because I'm talking to him and he's laughing. I'm like, how the hell is he laughing at this time? Like, I can't laugh. How is he laughing?
It's nothing funny, right?
Yeah.
But
So
God, he'll give you strength, he'll give you peace. And I honestly think in my heart is I'm not wishing for anyone to be returned. So don't think that that is what I am saying. But I do think that for the many people that are being returned to Haiti, that have been trained, been protected, I think putting our heads together, even if it's in different parts in Haiti, we can form a community in Haiti where we assist this country, where we start bringing awareness and sharing our knowledge to the people in this country. One of the biggest things is not worrying about what people think of our status, but knowing that, hey, sometimes when people are talking bad in the back of my mind, I'm saying, I thank God, even though I made bad decisions, I know I was raised by stronger and better parents than you that's standing in front of me judging. Because we seem to think that Christian is just a name, it is just a title which we hold. Christians, we don't judge. And that's something I learned from the household. Christians exemplify love, guys. So that's something we can exemplify here. And I encourage you guys that is all over the United States, France, wherever you are at, to continue to be encouraged and to exemplify love, guys. So we are at 1 hour and 16 minutes, my sister. Before we go, and this will be a continuation, and you will
yes.
hear more about this story. Before we go, would you like? Hold on, hold on. Betcon says try contacting Haitian American Allen or immigration lawyer in Washington D.C. Also, you can hear him in on Siri XM channel 126, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Clay Kane Show. Good luck. I don't know who he is, but I don't know if maybe he could help. Mr. Felt says, I know it's very emotional for you, Marie. However, the system was designed that way to brainwash adolescents and become rebellious. It's by design. Wow. Maxine says, I am weeping as well. As a Christian, I know that sometimes the storms in our life reveals our strength. You are an example, Marie. Thank you so, so very much. Miss Yoli Brutis. Hi, Marie. Keep up the good work. Workable. Be courageous, Marie. Everything happens for a reason because you have been changing and saving life in Haiti. Thank you so, so much. Thank you, Miss Yoli. My sister, before we leave today, um, is there anything that you would like to share um, with the audience?
Well, I think we already shared everything we needed to share or talk about what's really going on and what's happening in Haiti. I think the only one thing that I have to say is just like you were saying, just to piggyback on what you were saying, is that if anybody knows of anyone going through this before it's too late, like the minute you know that there might be immigration, concerns, or there might be deportation, or they talking about deportation, or suspect that is the case, to give you a call, to just give you a call, even if it doesn't happen, to at least you looking into it. We pro being more proactive about it, being more mindful. If you hear something, then start digging and start doing research. And that's the other thing too. In our culture, we don't like to do research. We just on moun di yon bagay kom si yon Haitien yo kon tout bagay. Moun not just study wrong moun. Chercher informasyon wan, fè recherche, pas just don seul moun ki di yon bagay. Chercher konen exactement what is really going on. How do I proceed? what's the precedent in this? Like there are many things that we need to find out. So si que gon moun nou konen ou bien zami ou bien moun l'église a pas chance kon sa nou ka konen on moun ki gen problem sa parce que pile nan nou gen problem nan nou pa parler parce que bagay nou serré en bakaban. Nous serrer tout bagay, nous pas parler le bon gain plus nan nous qui n'a problème nan. C'est ça fait que bagay yo rivé plus loin que côté yo te ka arrivé côté que moun te ka gen temps pour intervention, te ka gen temps aider nous bot parce que nous pas parler, nous kembe a faire nous pour nous chita sous li nous serrer la bakaban nous, a gen moun qui ka venir aider nous. Tant que bon Dieu dit nous faut aider tête pour les dos. Bagay la pas venir joindre nous. Comme si pas chercher Murray pas venir tomber en dans la caille moi pour te ram chita m'a prier. C'est chercher, me chercher. Pour comprendre, moi chercher, moi joindre, me connecter ensemble avec lui. Faut nous faire ça, mes amis. C'est pas chita return. C'est chercher, mes amis. C'est chercher. Si nous connaissons un problème, là, aider, connecter lui avec Murray. Parce que Murray, qu'on travaille la fait là, anyways, par contre, qui ça me dit. Bon, après, bagay ça, n'importe qui passe Murray, faut moi même pour rentrer à Haïti parce que faut, I have to see you. I have to see the person. I have to see this person in person. I have to meet you. I have to come with you. I have to do one project with you. I need to do something with you to give back, Marie. Because hier, ou perdi ton, parce que ton voulait dire un paquet de bagaille. Ou perdi ton, quitter caille, ou quitter occupation, bagaille ou t'as pas fait pour prêter attention avec. Qui est-ce moi? Qui est-ce moi? Ou pas qu'on aime, pas famille, pas rien pour vous. Pour quitter tout à fait pour moi, Marie. Je pas chambler ça dans la vie. Pas chambler ça fait pour moi. Merci, chérie.
Parce que l'aime dans situation ça, moi t'as aimé pour moi te fait même bagaille pour maman et papa qui t'a prélé tout pays à même gens que ou même avec reste famille t'a prélé tout pays. And it's about right that I pay back.
Yes, thank you.
How I view things.
Thank you so much. Sans hésitation. Merci.
Yes, I thank you so much, my sister, and we'll definitely stay in contact. And you are welcome on Life in Haiti, and we will do a follow-up to keep everybody updated.
Merci, chérie. D'accord. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. God bless you.
You too. So, guys, I just want to thank you all so very much. 1 second. Oh, bump that one. So, guys, I just want to thank you all so very much for joining me live tonight. This week, guys, have been a very busy week. And just as I was sitting down yesterday to get some editing done, y'all know editing takes that time. Then I received this phone call and had to assist my sister. So look out for an upcoming upload, guys, on the latest project. I just want to thank each and every one of you guys. There had to be some small adjustments because not every child was sponsored, but I want to thank you guys so very much. Those that donated via Super Chat, those that donated through Cash App, every small donation counted to get this year's project completed. Thank you guys so much. This is how I pay back. This is how I rewrite my wrongs. This is how I live my life. This is how I find my happy place. I just want to say thank you guys so much. So look out for the upcoming upload soon. God bless you all. I send my love. And as always, guys, be kind to one another. Tell somebody you love them, guys. Give somebody a compliment. I definitely love you guys. Keep God first. Stay positive. Know that attitude is everything. Maxine says, once a person gets into a system, it's too late. Be sure minor status is clear. Was and yes. Abram Brown says, you are amazing. I'm so proud of your courage and your strength. Thank you so very much. I love that life, Marie. Keep up the good work. Thank you so very much, my brother. So until next time, please share the live with others. It's about awareness, guys. Build a solid Haitian community. Haitians are spreading their way in Rhode Island. They're in Alabama. I'm hearing Haitians all over the United States. So by now, we have a solid presence in the United States. Those that have been there, like my mother and father, guys, be available to help and teach the newer people that are coming in. Prevent some of the tragic situations like my situation and the situation that you heard about tonight from happening. Talk to these kids. Have them maybe give me a call. I'm not a YouTuber that's hard to reach. If you reach out to me, you may not get me directly. You will get me at some time because throughout the week, I do take out the time to check my messages and reply to each of my messages, whichever way you reach out to me. So thank you guys so very much. Keep Haiti lifted up in prayer, guys. I do have a surprise coming up for you guys. I'm not gonna tell you up until you see it. But till next time, guys, keep me lifted up in prayer. I love you guys. Have a blessed night. Till next time.